Welcome to the Virtual Classroom Moderator Guide. In this video, I'm going to discuss scheduling a meeting. In particular, what are the different settings that are involved and how to schedule the date and the time. Suppose you already watched the video on creating a meeting, and you're wondering how to deal with some of the more advanced features of scheduling a meeting. Well, that's what I'm going to discuss now. For each scheduled meeting, you're required to provide a title. It's important to provide something that will be unique to each meeting. So if you're going to have a virtual classroom meeting once a week, you could call it, week 1, week 2, week 3. If you're going to have more than one virtual classroom meeting a week, it's helpful to include the date of the virtual classroom meeting in the title itself. Then you're required to include a date. This one is scheduled for June 8th. Just select the date and then click OK. Now, to schedule the time, first click on the hour digit here, and then we'll drag this hand to the required meeting time. That only sets the hour. Now we want to set the minutes. So I'll click here to select the minute hand. And now I'll drag that to the minutes I want. I want to verify that it is PM and not AM. When I'm satisfied, I'll click OK. And then I can verify here that it is 1:30 p.m. Note, as a moderator, you'll have access to this room 10 minutes before the official meeting time. That means you'll be able to launch this virtual classroom meeting at 1:20, even though the participants won't be able to join until 1:30. You can also determine the max duration of your meeting. Virtual Classroom allows meetings to go up to 240 minutes. We recommend allowing a little bit of a buffer. If your class is 50 minutes, maybe take it all the way up to 75. If your class is an hour and 20 minutes, maybe take it up to 90 minutes. That's just going to give you a little bit of time if students have questions before or after class. You can also say that the meeting will repeat, but you can only have it repeat weekly for up to 15 weeks. So you could have maybe your Monday meetings and you could repeat those weekly for 15 weeks, and then you could have your Wednesday meetings and you could have those repeat weekly for 15 weeks. But you'll still have to go into each of those meetings and edit the title of the meeting so that it includes the date. Check this box if you want to start recording automatically at 1:30 p.m. Do not select it if you would like instead to push the recording button later after you've already launched the meeting. Select Publish Recorded Meeting so that students may view the recorded session later. Uncheck it if you do not want them to review the recorded session later. Click Allow External Participants to allow people not enrolled in your Panther Learn shell to have access to the meeting. We recommend checking this box if you want to generate a link or URL to the recorded meeting for others to access it or for people to access it later. Check the button here to invite the entire class. This will automatically allow access to everyone in your class list. If you do not select this option, you may click the three-dot menu once the meeting has been generated and select Manage Invites. Let me show you how that might work. If I don't invite the entire class, and then click Save. To manage invites, click on the three-dot menu for the Monday, June 8th meeting that we just scheduled. You'll notice that there's the Copy External link available because we checked that selection to allow external participants. But I can go here to Manage Invites. I'll need to sync my roster so that all of my students will show up. And now I see my 5 test students in this course. And over here I see Available, and here I see Invited. So if the students that I want to invite to this meeting, I just select them. And then they'll come over here to the Invited, and then I can click Save. So in that case, only a portion of the class has been invited to the Monday, June 8th meeting. This can be an option if you're doing a group presentation, for example. If you scheduled a repeating meeting and you need to change the title, you can click Edit and then go right in here and you can change that title to whatever you need to. And then click Save. And now you'll see that title has been updated. Remember, if you schedule a meeting from the virtual classroom navbar, make sure you add it to content as well. So let's go over to content. And suppose June 8th is in my week 2. In order to add it to content, I click Add Existing Activities, scroll down to Virtual Classroom, and then I'll see a list of the class meetings. Notice that Test and Test 2 are listed here, but that June 8th meeting is not listed here. That's because I didn't invite the entire class. So only meetings where the entire class is invited will show up here in content, and those are really the only ones that you're going to be wanting to add to content anyway. And so you just click on that meeting and it adds it to content right here. Thanks for watching this video about all of the settings for scheduling virtual classroom meetings. If you have additional questions, check out the Help Center and the Faculty Services Professional Development page on PantherLearn, and feel free to email facultyservices@ohiodominican.edu with any questions. Have a good one.